Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks Xbox 360 edition. I am NitePHX. Today I'm taking out the FV304, which is the British Tier 6 artillery. I believe it is also fondly known as Bert. The map is Karelia and it is a standard battle. I am in a platoon with Greyghost, who is in his Hellcat, a American Tier 6 tank destroyer. Shadow is in his Excelsior, which is the British Tier 5. It's a premium heavy tank. And Kregar, who is in his Vickers 30, which is the German Tier 6 medium tank. So we're all going to stick together here. We're going to head west and start pushing to the south. For those of you not familiar with this artillery, it is fast. It's very fast for artillery. And it kind of has to be mobile because it only has a 500 meter range on the shells. It has a very high arcing shot, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with why the range is so short. But that high arc does allow you to hit targets that you normally wouldn't hit with like an American artillery, who doesn't have more of a straight line trajectory where you can't really get behind objects. I have been accused of cheating because I'm able to hit people who are behind hills, and their typical response is, "You're cheating, I was behind a hill." Well, that's a Bert for you. Now, Greyghost also recorded this game, so we're going to sporadically do a little picture-in-picture, switch over to him sometimes. We are both working on the same target, the Vickers 36, and so you can see Greyghost does take him out. So the next enemy target to show up is a KV-1S, so we'll work on him next. We take a shot. He backs up. I do miss him. I do have, I'll just call it an insanely fast reload. So I was trying to lead him here, but Greyghost does take him out, as you saw in the picture-in-picture there. So the next enemy to show up is a Stug 3. I did get a shot in him, and one of our teammates does take him out. So we have no more targets visible, so our friendlies are going to move up, and I'm just going to follow right behind them as best I can. Of course, I can actually move faster than all those guys up there, so I could pass them up. You know, this really is how you need to play the Bert. You just support your team by following them, staying close, and as they spot targets, you start taking shots. So we did have an Su-85 show up. Greyghost does finish him off for his third kill of the game. So now we see a G2 who does have some cover from a rock there. The cover basically applies to most of our tanks trying to shoot at him. It really does not apply to me. As you can see, I can shoot right over that rock without any issues. Here's the view from Greyghost, who does manage to get a little bit of damage on him, and then Kregar takes a shot and finishes him off. Alright, so once again, no more targets, so we all move up. You know, it really does work out well when you have a third to almost half your team pushing up together and finding basically the enemy one enemy at a time and just taking them out. So our team does find the enemy artillery. It's an M44. He does run, not before Greyghost gets a shot into his side. He's still running. I definitely miscalculated that shot. I didn't realize it was going to be almost 3 seconds for my shell to get to him. And then as you just saw from the overhead view, he moved out of my range. I could no longer shoot him, so we're moving up. Our enemy Artie is still running, but he definitely has a couple of friendlies hot on his tail. It can't last that much longer. So you can see Greyghost ahead of me. He's about 60% health, maybe a little more, 65. Somebody must have hit him for something. Now this is what happens when you're used to or getting comfortable driving tier 10s, tier 9s at 40, 35 miles an hour, and then you find yourself in a tier 6 vehicle going 74 kilometers an hour and run into or come across a cliff that you weren't expecting. Guess you'd call that what? Death by cliff or something. So Greyghost has taken himself out of the game. We have a few more targets lit up here. I'm looking down here. There's a Tog 2. That is a dream target. It's big, it's slow, and it has a whole bunch of hit points that I can take off of it. We got a couple of shots into him already. Rest of our team is slowly chipping away at him. We reload, let go another one. We only get 27 damage, but it looks like we tracked him. At least he stopped as soon as I hit him. I guess he could be carrying a repair kit. Seems kind of odd that a tier 6 vehicle would be carrying a repair kit, but I guess if you're in a dog, that might be a valid option. So we're about to finish him off. I can hear our siren going off, realizing that at least one of the enemy has made it to our base, and we have nobody in the area of our base. And not paying any attention to the capture progress bars at the top of the screen, I'm thinking after all this we're going to end up losing this stupid game. I figure I'm the fastest vehicle here, I'm going to head back to the base, and then I realize, hey, wait a second. I'm in their cap circle and I've been here the whole time. I didn't realize it. We're 8 seconds from capping. I'm 8 seconds from capping. They're 20. We're going to win this game. I mean, I honestly had no clue I was in the cap circle. You know, I go from point A to point B and I start shooting at stuff. So, and that's it. We win, we capture, and all but the one self-inflicted casualty, we all stayed alive. Alright, so some post-game stats. We did get 38,000 silver and 2,400 XP on a 2x multiplier. And that one's kind of cool. I got the Raider medal. I'm thinking that's probably kind of rare. You know, it's remain undetected throughout the entire battle and be the only person to cap the flag. So I'm thinking that's got to be kind of rare. I'm pretty sure the Arsonist award goes to the for the Nash Horn. I think I hit him and set him on fire for the last 10 points he may have had. So our entire platoon ends up in the top half of the leaderboard there, with Kregar coming in second with 1,600 damage. I'm third place, 1,400 damage. And Greyghost, even though he killed himself, 5th place. Alrighty, so that is it for this battle. I hope you liked it. If you did, please click the like button. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. You'll get notifications of when I post new videos. And as always, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.